I've never heard this type of music before. Alternative music? Is this rock music? What is this? Because I've never heard an album talk about so much death and it doesn't even bother me. What's good, everybody? It's your boy JaKar, and today I'm gonna be finally ranking My Chemical Romance's entire discography.
Wow.
We're gonna start with the albums, but then right after going into ranking my 17 favorite songs by them. I know that's an odd number, but it's just my favorite 17. So definitely watch this entire video, and if you can, comment below what are your favorite 3 songs from this amazing group, and also comment below how would you rank their albums from least favorite to favorite. Now, this journey has been amazing. You guys recommended this group to me. I'm super shocked that this has become my favorite band to listen to while I'm working out, while I'm running. I just did my first 5K, and 4 out of the 7 songs I heard was My Chemical Romance, which is really, really wild. I absolutely love Gerard Way, Mikey Way, Frank Ioro, Ray Toro, and Bob Breyer. And this band has been able to pull something out of me, out of the darker sides of my thoughts and souls, but it's also the realistic human side parts of me as well. And the guitar, the drum is stuff that I never heard before, with Gerard singing his heart out, and the concepts is exactly what I guess I always really needed on a completely different side of music that I never grew up listening to. Let's actually just start off by ranking the albums. So they actually have 4 studio albums, and I did hear a bunch of their EPs as well in demos, but my least favorite album from My Chemical Romance would have to be Danger Days, The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys. And if you want to see my reaction to that, it's actually a Patreon exclusive, so tap into the Patreon below. The reason why it's my least favorite is because I didn't really find a lot of songs that I could really relate to and really connect to. You could hear their switch into trying to be more mainstream and trying to step away from the concept that they were having previously inside of their career, which I completely commend, and it's bold. But I think if they would have had one more album after, because that switch, if they had one more album really hone in on this new sound, a lot more joyful type of songs that they had, I think it would have been a lot better. But for me, listening to it and it being about a little bit over an hour, very long compared to their other albums, with me not really finding a lot of songs that I could enjoy, it's my least favorite, and I would honestly give it a 5 out of 10 for my album ranking. Now, for my third favorite My Chemical Romance album, it's gonna be I Brought You My Bullets, You Brought Me Your Love. I absolutely love that title. They come up with such great ways of, I don't know, their topics, their titles are insane. And honestly, the reason why I like this one better than Danger Days is because not only is it about a half an hour shorter, but this is their first album, so you can hear some of the rustiness. You can hear some of the early, them trying to find their voice, trying to find themselves, and a lot of it is like rusty and just younger. But you can hear the influences where I'm like, man, if they would have turned that song up to a different level, that would have been on the same level as their 2 albums that came after that, the classic albums, right, that they had. And also, I did find a couple songs that I enjoyed that did sound different to me, that I was like, wow, that's actually refreshing to hear them making music that way. But really, I'm not too big of a fan of this album either. It's really, the best way to put it is just, it's their rookie album, they're trying to find themselves. So I would rank it a little bit higher than Danger Days, and I would give it a 5.5 out of 10. Now, my second favorite album by My Chemical Romance is going to be The Black Parade. Man, this was my first album I ever heard of them, and this was a concept I never heard before, just entirely about death in like the Black Parade, but in such a different aspect. You had some sadness, you had cancer, talks of cancer, you had talks of not loving someone anymore in the teenage years and going to sleep and all this type of stuff, and parents, mama, and all this type of stuff. You're talking about all these things, but it's human, it's real. But also there's a great sound like the Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody almost, with their Black Parade song that I've never heard someone able to even be close to having that feeling or vibe that Queen Bohemian Rhapsody was able to have. So it was just a crazy dope concept within their discography, and I absolutely love that song. Also, the Black Parade is really cohesive. I love that they stuck to the topic and they kept it going. I thoroughly enjoyed that album. If you guys want to hear more of my thoughts on that album, then watch my reaction, of course. Oh, and also the Patreon exclusive for I Brought You My Bullets is also linked below, so you can watch that video. And for this album, I would give it an 8 out of 10 because it was so straight through, and I enjoyed a lot of songs. Some of the songs you guys told me are gonna grow on me that I right now don't really enjoy too much, but I can see why other people love them. So yes, that means that my favorite album from My Chemical Romance is definitely 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge.
Wow.
It's crazy because at first I kind of had it tied with the Black Parade after I first heard it, and I was editing it and I was listening to it nonstop, and I was like, hold on, I love this album. And I'm like, hold on, I really love this album. Then I'm like, I think I love this album more than that album and that group's album, like stepping out of the discography. And that's exactly what happened for me. This album, you guys, I give it a 10 out of 10. My first 10 out of 10 album on this channel. I know that this is my first ranking, so we'll see in the future what other ones are 10 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10 album for me because it dives even deeper into, it's like we took the death, but then we gave it a personal, even deeper feeling, which is, I think you die, but also definitely your woman dies. And that is such a deep internal emotion. When you're in love with someone and you love so much for someone, I remember having those thoughts and like, yo, I would literally die for this person. Like, I hope that I die first instead of seeing this person die. Like, those thoughts and those emotions is exactly human thoughts that are dark, that are low, that are like, should I be thinking this? Why are we thinking this? Let's just live life. Who cares about that, right? But those are human thoughts, and that's what they're able to pull out in this album. And also the songs that they're able to display non-stop, hit after hit after hit after hit. And you know how I knew this went from an 8 to 10 for me? And I was gonna say 9.5 because the ending isn't everything that I would want it to be, but I could see why other people would enjoy it and why other people would love it. So that's where I was like, I can see where I can maybe even like the songs even more if it's just the fact that I love other songs so fucking much. Now with this album, there's songs in there that I wasn't even really high on during my reaction that grew on me that I listen to today so much. I love this album so much, and it really is my deep emotions of like that man journey. I will do anything for you. I will protect you. I will fight. And those are the movies that I love too. That's why it's crazy. Like the movies of the zombies, and you're the man protecting your family, protecting your woman throughout these zombies. And I swear this is what I would do in real life. You know what I'm saying? And so this album gives me those thoughts and feelings. I'm listening to it while I'm running, while I'm lifting. It's just everything I really needed. So for sure, 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge is my favorite My Chemical Romance album. Let me know y'all favorites. Let me know your ranking below. So combining all those rankings and dividing it by 4 albums, My Chemical Romance discography, to me, I'm rating it a 7.12. Now let's go right into my 17 favorite songs from My Chemical Romance. So for my 17th favorite My Chemical Romance song, we have Surrender for the Night, which is off of their number 5 EP. I'm not going to go into every single song of why I like each song and all that type of stuff. That would be too long and too crazy. I'm going to say it sometimes. But for me, I was laid up in bed just trying to listen to any songs that I haven't heard from them. And this is the one that really stuck out to me. So I just really wanted to add it in. I guess you could say this one and number 16 are like honorable mentions, right? So 16 is actually Sing. It's a different tone that they never used before. Very happy. Singing for the girls, singing for the boys, you know, all type of stuff. Just let it all out. Number 15 is off of Black Parade, The Sharpest Lives. Number 14 is Destroya. Number 13 is Na Na Na. I was really shocked by Na 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 and Destroya, like off of Danger Days. It just, the ones that stuck out to me a lot. Ones that hit me the most, made me want to dance, made me want to move my body, but also just gave me a sound that I didn't really hear from them before that I liked. Number 12 is Dead. Number 11 is Welcome to the Black Parade. Number 10 is Give 'Em Hell, Kid. Number 9 is You Know What They Do. I love that song. You Know What They Do to Good Guys Like Us in Prison. It's a crazy title. Man, these songs, a lot of these songs could be number 1 because I love them that much off of 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge. Number 8 is surprisingly Honey, This Mirror Isn't Big Enough for the Two of Us. That title's dope. Once again, but I don't know, it's just something about that song. The guitar riff is crazy coming in and then just non-stop. That's my favorite song off that album for sure, and it really hit my top 10 out of all their songs. It passed a lot of the songs off the albums that I love. Number 7 is Helena, So Long and Good Night. The tempo on that song, So Long and Good Night. Number 6 is Thank You for the Venom. You'll never make me leave. I wear this on my sleeve. So give me all your poison. Give me all your pills. Like, oh my God. It just hits me. The beat is insane. I'm running to that shit and it's just hitting me nonstop. Thank You for the Venom. And now we're in my favorite top 5. Is there any song that I said so far, fam, that's in your top 5? Comment below. Number 5 is House of Wolves off of the Black Parade. Number 4 is This Is How I Disappear. So those 2 songs are my favorite from Black Parade for sure. That song's dark, but so deep. I'm gone now. I'm a ghost, so I can't hurt you anymore. that's so many different levels, right? Like, you're letting someone down. If I end it all right now, I won't be hurting them anymore because I'm gone. I'm not making these mistakes anymore. Also, on the other side, he's talking about, hey, without you is how I disappear. So I want to go. So I just want to leave. But you're the thing that makes me stay here. It's like, if you're without you is how I could really get out of this. It's just, you're the only thing that's making me stay here in this world, in this universe, in this city, in this town, whatever. This is how I really took the song. With losing someone, the sadness is there, but also it's like, all right, well, I have no reason to live. I have no reason to really be stuck in, maybe I'm gonna stay alive, but like, to keep me here. And now that's the other side of things where I could finally escape. Now we're at my favorite 3 My Chemical Romance songs. My God. Once again, a lot of these songs in my top 12 could really be my favorites, but I had to rank them. This is what I do. So, number 3 is The Ghost of You. Oh my God, what will happen if I fall? All the things that you never ever told me, all the smiles that are ever gonna haunt me. You're never coming home. For all the ghosts that are never gonna catch me if I fall. My God, that is just epitomizing just heartbreak, the ultimate that feeling. And I love how the comments were like, JaKar, this is emo, and that's the emo emotion inside of me that I felt even growing up a lot of times, that I'm like, wow, I'm relating to these vocals. I'm relating to when I was really, really down. And it's refreshing to know that I'm not alone. We're not alone. Number 2 is To the End. For me, the reason why I love this song is because it's 3 minutes of just non-stop, full on, going crazy with the band. I have to watch their performances, and I will now since I'm done with their discography, which is also sad. It's like, it's over. But I'm going to watch their performances, especially of this album, because I absolutely love it. But I love how he just sings it at the end. You know, you can really hear it. Just say goodbye and say goodnight to the heart you break, all the cyanide you drank, to the last parade as the parties fade, and the choice you made, to the end. It's just everything you've done, say goodbye. It's done. It's dead. Just period. Where else are you hearing these type of emotions and songs? It's crazy. And for my favorite My Chemical Romance song, which shocks me to this day because I didn't really like it too much when I first heard it, but ever since it hit me and I was running on the treadmill, this is the most played song I have been listening to, and it's called Hang 'Em High. Also, shout out to Matt Pellissier, if I didn't say his name. Did I say Michael Way? I don't know. For me, it's just one of the darkest songs for them, in my opinion. And that's crazy saying that because they have so many dark songs. The aggression and strength and like that confidence, and also a little disappointment at the same time that, like, I guess I could relate to. That it's like, yeah, if I made mistakes before, but it's like, would I lie to you? Would I do this to you? And like, even if I've done it before, it's like, no, I'm changed now. And that's the crazy thing. Not healthy is not good, but all of us have had certain toxic moments and toxic things, or even just not fully being understood. Okay, that's what it seems like, but I'm promising you that my intentions are different. To me, that's him standing up for himself, but also fighting for his relationship, fighting for his love, fighting for being understood. Even still, it's just a crazy concept because it feels like they're in hell. It feels like there's just so much darkness going on. It feels like maybe they're already dead at that point, or it's imagination. It could be whatever it could be. But it's just so many different emotions come from that song. And it gets me hype. It gets my blood flowing, my heart beating. So I don't really know. Not everything has to be super lyrical. Not everything has to be like super, all right, this makes sense. But just in this world of My Chemical Romance, 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, this song and a couple of the songs that you guys heard in my top 10 hit me on a whole different level. And so with that being said, I'm so grateful to hear their music. I'm so grateful to tap into them. And thank you guys for joining me on this journey with them. Man, definitely watch my reactions of their albums that I've done and tap into the Patreon if you guys want to see the other ones that I've done. My Chemical Romance. And soon you guys will see a poll popping up on my community page. So definitely stay tuned for that because I'm going to be asking which new group should I do to tap into their whole discography. With that being said, it's your boy JaKar. Thank you guys for watching and I'll talk to y'all. Peace.